Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing RAKDOS Beatdown number 5, version 5 from Tommi, which we played, version 3 a while back ago, maybe a month or something like that. And this is an upgrade to that deck. Now, Tommy's a man of science. He's a man of math. He's been working the angles there. And I'm looking forward to seeing how V5 is better than V3. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, Freshly Oiled Glove Magazine's Man of the Year, Dr. Yukon Suck It. Yes, thank you. Film before live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Suck It. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub called RAKDOS Beatdown version 5 by Tommi. And Tommi, if you take a look at the description to his deck, this guy is working it. He is going through all of the details. He's going in and making sure that everything has its purpose, and he's playing and playing and playing, and he's seeing how things are coming out. So a while back ago in January, we played RAKDOS Beatdown V2, and we liked it. We liked it quite a bit. And so I've been checking back. I've seen V3. I think I've seen V4. I don't quite remember either. They skipped from 3 to 5, something like that. But anyways, I said, it's V5. Let's check it out. Let's see if the difference is there. And I got to say, I like what I'm seeing. So we're playing it tonight. Now, just to give you a hint at what some of the differences are between 2 and 5. Let's see, version 2 had Bonehard Dracosaur, and instead we've got Aclazotz, the Deepest Betrayal. Version 2 had, he has 2 Sheoldred in this new one. He had 3 before. He has 4 of those. He has 4 of those. He has 4 of these now. He had 3 in the other one. Tenacious Underdog was 2, 4. All right, so it looks like it's mostly just a small slivering around Preacher of the Schism and swapping out Bonehard Dracosaur for Aclazotz. What are we looking at land-wise here? Cavern of Souls is 2. Mishra's Foundry's gone. Mirrex is in its place. Other than that, things are looking fairly similar. All right, so I'm really hoping that we get a lot of good travel action from the guys we have. Archfiend of Dross looks super good. You know, the fact that Sheoldred's down to 2, I mean, she is legendary. I think that does a lot. And there's no reason to put more than 3 of a legendary in a deck at any particular point, unless that is the entire point of your deck. So anyways, this is what we're playing tonight. So what we're going to do is we're just going to really quickly go through the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit how it should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so what do we got here? We got Creature Kill. Basically forcing them to get rid of a card in their hand with a little bit of flying lifelink to back it up. Creature Kill, a guy that can't be killed. I mean, he can, but then you have to keep paying for him to get him out every time. This guy can give you a blood token, and you can sacrifice him to do damage to kill other dudes. This guy puts out vampire babies sometimes, but otherwise can draw cards for you, as well as having death touch. A lot of value packed up into this little body. Plus, look at his big 4 butt. Ginormous. Reckless Stormseeker gives all your dudes potentially haste, one at a time. Archfiend of the Dross would love haste. And does that's 6 flying, except he's got a timer on him after like 4 turns or maybe 3. This guy kills you, so you got to watch out for this guy. Sheoldred grinds people down because every card they draw ends up loses them 2 life. You gain 2 life when you draw a card. And Aclazotz, whenever it attacks, each opponent discards a card. If they can't discard a card, you draw a card. And whenever an opponent discards a land card, you create a bat out of the deal. And when it dies, you put it back in as a mana source, and then you can technically put it back out, provided that if any player has 1 or fewer cards in their hand. So this guy keeps coming back. He is very, resilient, much like Tenacious Underdog. All right, and over here we got the ability to put out mites. We got the ability to put out little spirits and the ability to turn things from the graveyard. All right, so what are we doing with this deck? We are going to control things a little bit with the first three, putting guys out and just being aggressive. The upper end has got flying and lifelink that gives us some time. Watch your Archfiend. This guy's so good, but he's also got the ability to kill you big time. And other than that, they got a bunch of hasty flying guys, and that's going to be a fantastic combination. All right, so before we get out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrel, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, he's playing against, let's see, JPB 3X 3 times. JPB 3 times. Keep. All right, we got 4 mana. That's pretty decent. We got a nice curve to this deck. A little hasty with the Reckless Stormseeker, who will get out next turn. Let's pound it down. Alright, you got Simic. I'm not exactly sure what you're planning on doing. You feel so threatening at this point. You can bounce, maybe? I don't think you're going to flash anybody in. Don't be looking at your nails. Alright, downside 6. He's only got 14 left. You are going to flash somebody in. It's like I'm just thinking about the second red right now. That's the big thing. Ooh, you're trying to play on me, huh? What is this guy? I didn't even see the Promising Vein. It's only colorless, that's it. Alright, I'm gonna go for Mirrex at this point, actually. Alright, Super Pump! Down to 4, which means he's about to be down to 2. If you want to draw another card, you can feel free to do so. For just a low, low price of 2 more life. Dude, you do not want to draw a card. There you go, you're dead. Alright, there we go. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. Alright, we're playing against Alien 1234. I can read numbers. Alright, we've got red, red, red. Do we have enough black to do what we need to do? Not really, but all we gotta do is draw 1 more and be cool. There's only 1 card we can't play, and that's Alcatraz. We do have 1, and then 2, and then 3. This guy can't even play till 5 anyway. Thank you for cleaning up your mess. I appreciate it. Drippy Goobot 4000. There we go. Now we're ready to kill. Let's go see what's in his hand. You're worried I was going to steal that girl from you, huh? Is this a War Leader's Call deck? I might as well do this. Because anything that could do cheap creature removal is something that's a threat. You can already kill it. there you go. So you're just going to waste it. He's got another. I'm going to go for his throat. Is what I'm going to do. I hope to pick up another mana, and specifically a black. You got all three. It's exactly what you always wanted. All right, that's it. Two of my guys are gone. Well, black mana. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, 6 is hard for you. I mean, you need something to exile at this point. You want to put a little red boy up there, you can. Let's keep something open for him. Do I really want to just chump? Let's just do this. Kill. I see. I got on a timer with Archfiend of the Dross. Is the only big problem. Well, that's it. I can't do anything else because I don't have black, and I need black for everything else in my hand. I don't know. Did I die? He's gonna have 5 creatures. Everything is a plus. It's 10, right? 11. Oh, somehow I got slipped down. Oh, these are both 3s. That's how it happened. We're playing against HennaDeGuk. Greetings, person DeGuk. Keep. 2, 3, 4. Here you go, Cubert. Here's some Energon cubes for you. Enjoy. I know you love them. Let's say no to Squeaky Boy there. Ooh, do you actually have a plan for that timer? Lifelink. Alright, we're slamming our guys out. These things is going to be hard. Archfiend of the Dross could be a rough call for me at this point. He's only capable of doing 18 points himself. That doesn't really matter. That guy's a problem. Let's just go for the attack. It's got 7 until you put that thing out again. I'm going to go ahead and go for Archfiend. I got a weird time here. Alright, let's go pick on his hand. Okay, great. There we go. Have a good time with that, with not having that. Let's put out a Bloodtithe Harvester. And I don't know, let's pick one of these guys down here. That's not going to be anything we have to worry about. Let's just go for a God, just in case we have to, right? I always got to keep that guy's slimy hands out of our way. There's another guy getting in the way. You're just going to pay for it? All right. We'll kill that guy straight up. And you're down to 20, all in. Let's pop this. Yeah, the land was the one I was hoping for. I was hoping for something a little bit better than that. 2 lands in a row. Sweet googly, people. I didn't realize it wasn't up to enough mana to be able to cast both of them. I guess they are 4, aren't they? Next turn. Let's do this. Haunted. Let's put out this guy. You gonna... Oh, good for you. Alright, there's half. Our hand is full. 118. You got enough to kill me this turn? He's trying to get himself life, huh? And we win! Man, he could not keep up with us. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Noisy X-Boy. Let's just ignore the X. Let's call him Noisy Boy. There we go. Keep. What is this guy? A human? Let's just do human if we're going to do some caverns there. Human. Alright, you just gonna kill him? Looks like you got something going there. Alright, you lose 2. Now we're just planning on sacrificing another guy. All in. You gonna give up on Gix for that? What's nice is that if you go with Gix, not only you'll just do yourself more damage, which is nice. I like that. Alright, we're trading off. Get yourself down to 13. There we go. And come on. All in. 3 in a row. All right, now we're struggling on fumes. That's not cool. We need some more creatures. I don't know where they're at. Go, Noisy Boy. There's your 3rd kill. Alright, I'm lost at this point. Let's pick Bat. Alright, that's what we're killing you with now. Mites. What were you planning on doing? How are you seeing this going forward? I'm just going to wait. Wait till his turn so I don't get him board wiped or something. Uh-huh. Let's create it. There we go. Do I have to just... I can't kill my own guy. I can kill this guy, can't I? Let's just let it go. Let's just let it go and see what happens here. Nope. Yeah, he doesn't do it unless it's somebody else. All right. Dead. And we win. He could have taken out my one guy. Oh well, that's what you get, vicious person. Victory! Our opponent against Speckos 85. Okay, nothing for one. We're totally cool with that. Good game, huh? Now this is a World Leader's Call deck. Alright, I'm going to put out this guy. Just because I think he has more versatility and there'll be other dudes worth going for the throat on. I think Sheoldred would be a great turn 4. Alright, you got 1 mana. I suggest you put down another. I'll touch the Angry Eyes. Alright, there is number 3. Nothing really to do. Let's just shoot this guy in the head. And coming for 3. And we're still loaded for Elephant with this Go for the Throat. He's not playing artifact creatures, so we'll be cool with that. This deck's going to put out little tiny swarm dudes. It's not really that big of a deal. Another one, huh? I mean, Archfiend's fine. I kill something while I have the opportunity. Let's just do it. Actually, I don't even know what these blues are there. That's kind of crazy. All right, I can play it. That's totally cool. Let's put out a nice Sheoldred. And we're done. And he's going to have a lot to deal with when I get the Archfiend out. I imagine having horns that big. Be pulling your head back constantly. Your neck got to be super strong. Oh, ossification. How glorious. All right, let's Archfiend it. I still think we might have to pay this to put the colors guys out. You're looking for some more ossification. I know you are. There he has it. Sweet googly people. I am not appreciating that. Come at me, brah. I'm getting kind of bored. All right, Blackcleave Cliffs. We got a Preacher. And that's it for our turn. We're going to have to do this the hard way. We got a lot of great creatures we could pay for at this point. I just got to dig them out of the deck somehow. So you're going to get yet another Ossify? All right, sure, let's go in. We drew our card. Next. All right, we got us to play both the Preacher and Deep-Cavern Bat. That's fantastic. Let's see what he's got up there. Lightning Helix, that guy. Does he have enough for this guy? If I do, I have to take Lightning Helix because he'll just shoot it out of the air otherwise. Put out the other Preacher. And we're good. You got 6 mana, man. At least. 1, 2, 3. We got 7. You can definitely play him. What does that guy even do? You make even more creature tokens. Okay, yeah, you're trying to swarm me. There you go. Well, let's shoot this guy out of the air. And should we go for on the floor? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Let's just, next to combat. Those 2 guys. Nice. All right, one's gone. Throw this guy out as a plan. We'll be able to play Alcatraz. If he wants to come in, I got a guy with Death Touch that would love to have a conversation with the Osier. I bet this guy's going to do nothing. I'm just making you discard, man. That's all. All right, come on, potty pants. Let's see what you can do. Looking at your cards isn't going to make it go any better for you. Oh, you want to shoot that guy. Okay. That's not going to do any good. It'll just get you 3 life. You could kill off Preacher of the Schism. You could. If I attack in, you block with your little boy. All right, I know you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. You got a Lightning Helix. That's it, man. There's not much else you got going on. That was a bad decision on your part. All right, you got to take, you know, you could block that one, sure. I mean, you had the ability to kill it if you would have done this last turn. There we go. Let's play Phyrexian, just in case. How's that sound? And I'll put another one of these guys out. And we're good. That's disappointing. It's not that big of a deal. He's got the ability to block flying, and that's fine. We'll just totally slam it down. Just going to take more time. You could shoot something, huh? That you can do? Take out a little boy? Should we just rank at it? So all I'll be doing is clearing the board. Putting this out for no particular good reason. If he has a board wipe coming up, I'll keep him back. It'll be all fine. All right, let's just go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. He's got nothing. Good. We can put another Preacher. Those guys are like kryptonite to this deck. That's what you're going to kill, huh? Good for you. You blocked the 4. It's funny. I don't really need the Haunted Ridge. Let's just put this guy out. And pop this. And it's another black card. All right. Let's do this other one then. So you get something better than lands at this point. Nope, apparently that is not the case. Sweet googly moogly people. All right, let's send them in next. Go. And we get a bat. Lots of cool stuff there. Why won't he let me play? Why does he have his Death Touch guy out there? Mom, this guy is not being fair. All right, we got Super Mites. I mean, we got lethal on this guy. He's got 1 card. Body Pants! Body Pants! Victory! Alright, here we are with RAKDOS Beatdown version 5. And what? It was a fantastic deck. Fantastic. This one was... It was like having a little AI helper that was playing the deck with you and just doing everything so perfectly. It just took such a command over every match that it was in. And everybody was struggling to keep up with it. I think the thing I loved about this was the inclusion of Reckless Stormseeker because it gave all your guys haste, which to me, haste is probably one of the best mechanics out there. My inner goblin loves the fact that we are getting into the fights immediately. And Reckless Stormseeker, for there only being 4 of them in here, this deck totally provided. I mean, let's take a look. Really, there's only 2 red cards in here. I didn't even notice it. Just red seems so prevalent in this deck, even though this really is a mono black deck with just a shade of red in there. Just a hint. All right, still, it was great. I mean, it's barely RAKDOS, but it was still really good, and Reckless Stormseeker did a great job. Boy, I'm really talking up the whole MVP already. All right, so let's get to it. Who is the most valuable player? Let me just take a look around real quick here. Oh, man, it's hard to turn down Preacher of the Schism just because of what a great job he did in that last game of keeping big land-based creatures off my back because they knew you didn't want to lose them. This guy's got a lot of great value in the fact that he draws you cards and or puts out other vampire babies with lifelink and everything. I gotta say, in this deck, it was definitely Reckless Stormseeker just because he was able to get haste to everything else. And man, Archfiend of the Dross with haste is such a beautiful thing. You know, it's like you always put him out and he just has to stand there like an idiot looking at things. But man, being able to put him out and give him haste where he can immediately go for the attack. Yes. I mean, that four counter timer he's got on it is so much longer when you can actually attack on the first step he comes in, the first turn he comes in, right? So altogether, yeah, MVP, though, goes to Reckless Stormseeker. I like the art, too. Congratulations on the upgrade here, myself. All right, you are going to Disneyland, Reckless Stormseeker. Was this deck competitive? I ended up with, let's see, I played this deck 11 times, ended up with 82%. I lost twice out of 11 games. Yeah, this deck is competitive. It is Space Dog competitive. This thing goes to town. Like I said, it felt like somebody was helping me out all the time. Like the shuffler was just loving it or something. There was a lot of times where I felt like I wasn't getting creatures out. That was kind of weird. Yet the cards I were playing still were doing a great job all on their own. So altogether, yeah, this is definitely a competitive deck. I would take it anywhere. It's just like you got to ask yourself, what do you like to play? If it's Rakdos, then this is a fantastic deck for you. All right, was this deck fun? Absolutely, it was fun. Why is that? Because it had a good amount of like creature control. It's got the holy, 8-ball of go for the throat and cut down. And I hate cut down. I just think of this as being a turd in my hand so many times. Yet, I didn't care. This was fine. I might have put a little bit less of this in if it was me. Just that I hate sitting there not being able to do anything with these cards. And it seems like the longer the games go on, the more useless this card becomes. Everybody plays when they play black. It's always cut down and go for the throat. And there's a lot of artifact creatures out there. And I've seen both of these being big jerk cards. Still, when I played this deck, this was never a problem. These were always a joy. Deep-Cavern Bat coming out and, being able to look at your opponent's hand. I know a lot of people hate Deep-Cavern Bat. Really, he is very vulnerable. I almost wish that he just said, yeah, look at their hand and then don't do anything. That's fine because that's all I really want to do. But the fact that I'm stealing something, everybody just loves to shoot him in the head. And I wish he'd stay around because flying lifelink it's a fantastic thing to have. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I think it's fun is this deck has a nice amount, a little bit of utility, but the creatures are so top shelf. And they're such a great utility. It's what mono black does. It's so good. Archfiend of Dross is so aggressive. Sheoldred grinding people down. Alcatraz causing people to discard their cards quickly and efficiently. A little bit of death touch. This guy coming back from the graveyard on his own. This guy is full of value. I mean, it's all so good. Top shelf, baby. All right, the question is, was this interesting? Now, that's the thing, is that usually I kind of steer away from decks like this. Not because they're not good, because they are. They're really good. But because it's boring, because it's those same cards in the same way we've seen over and over again. And this deck is not really an exception. It's the same deck we've seen over and over again. But the thing is, though, is that this is Rakdos beat down V5 by Tommi. And Tommi, he's a man of science, man. Tommi is working out the deal. So when I'm playing this deck, I know that it's being fine-tuned. It's not just some jerk out there kind of flopping cards around. I'm kind of describing myself and saying, yeah, that feels good. I believe that he's actually working it. He's working the angel. Or the angle. He's like figuring out what's needed. I was reading the description. He says, yeah, we're going for the hasty big creatures in this version. He's got science. He's got math. He's working his skills. So therefore, to me, it's interesting because I wanted to see when somebody's really taking the time to really work out the details, when somebody's really just getting in there and trying things over and over and just seeing how things go better and better, this deck is exactly that. And you can feel it when you're playing it, the love and care that's been put into every decision. And that's why I think this deck is really good. I thought it was really interesting, and that's why I'm going to give it a high marks for on the interest rate. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was it fun? Absolutely. Was it interesting? Absolutely. All right, so this makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.